Hi, welcome to episode 6, is it? I think it's episode 6. Sorry, episode 6 or 7. I'm actually gonna check. Hold on one second. Yeah, this is very important to me. I must know. This is episode 6. Yes, okay, I was right. We haven't had one of these in 3 months. And, we've lost a guest. So now I'm going to be the only person here for probably the rest of all the episodes until I get another guest. Be it, like, Minty Coffee as a permanent one or whatever. But anyway, today's discussion is TF2's free-to-play versus Counter-Strike's. Now, if you don't know, Counter-Strike did recently go free-to-play as part of a Danger Zone, I believe. Danger Zone added Battle Royale, added a case, and it added free-to-play. Now, people talked about TF2 going free-to-play as this big thing that catapulted TF2 to the stratosphere or whatever. And I don't see many people talking about that for CSGO. Now, I don't know if times have changed with that, but I'll leave it at that. People talked about TF2 going free to play, and not Counter-Strike that much. I mean, I guess the Battle Royale version, is really, taking over that. I just tried to talk to my guests. I don't have any. Today, it's not much of a discussion really. More of it's just a longer type video. But anyway, I like to bring up something I think is quite funny. I'm gonna pull up the Counter-Strike website here. It's counterstrike.net. You can see here. Welcome to the Danger Zone. CSGO is now free to play. Right. TF2's last thing was October 19th, 2018. December 6th. It's been a minute. But you got stuff like that, and TF2 went free to play non-updates. But not in news either. I'm sorry. Anyway, it went free to play in the Uber update, which was 2012, 2011, somewhere around there. So, you got that, right? 2011, 2012, TF2 goes free to play, as opposed to $20, I think it is, USD, when it first was released. But, it went free to play, and people mark the Uber update as the best update of all time. For TF2, that is, or the worst, because it brought many people to the game who can, it lowered the barrier of entry to cheating. Now, so with CSGO, you have multiple anti-cheat measures in the game. You got Overwatch, VACnet, VAC itself, but you got multiple measures like that. And with the game being free, I feel like that's a good thing to do, because there's so much protection against cheaters now. The first couple of days might be a bit rocky, but after that, once VACnet again gets to learn everything, and you'll be able to play Counter-Strike without having to play with cheaters. And when they update this, if you already own Counter-Strike prior to it going free, you get Prime, right? Which is much better than what TF2 got you. I think it got you like a hat. A bad one at that. But, I'm not one to criticize hats or whatever. But, if I read through the part here, ow. But, Prime Stats will give you access to the new Souvenir MP5 SD. I didn't know that. We learn something new every day. But anyway, back to topic. In CSGO, used to, if you get banned from VACnet, not VACnet, or just VAC in general, if you get VAC banned, you will have to get a new account and buy Counter-Strike again, which is like a good money-making practice. I mean, if you're one of the most cheated on games in the world, I mean, if you have to pay people $20 to, you know, cheat at your game again, only to get them banned again and rack in more money, you know, that's a good idea. And recently, with VACnet, as I said, it's much easier to catch those cheaters now. But now that $20 entry is gone, right? And you don't have to, you know, buy CSGO again. However, on a non-financial side of things, this is a good idea because, you know, VACnet learned from watching other non-cheaters and some cheaters play the game. You know, it knows what to do. Now with TF2, on the other hand, it's been free for a while now, and there's VAC, and that's it. So, you know, VAC, that's, I mean, it's VAC. It works sometimes. It's like a gate, an open gate, you know, but whatever. That's my main issue with TF2's free-to-play philosophy versus Counter-Strike's now. That, honestly, Counter-Strike's deal for free-to-play sounds a lot better. And TF2's free-to-play philosophy is, you know, you get a game, you know, get a free game, and, you know, you could play it. Now, TF2, I haven't seen many cheaters recently, but I haven't played TF2 much recently, but you see, you know, things like that. Moving on to non-cheater things, because I'm pretty sure I've established my opinion on that already. The pay-to-play, kind of, it's not pay-to-play much. Counter-Strike, once you get a free account, before this you could just play with bots, but now you get access to the full game. For the exception of Prime matchmaking, which is, you know, an extra security measure for, you know, matchmaking to prevent cheaters and all that. You know, Prime is a very good thing to do. I like Prime. I have it myself. Haha. Even before KPF won free Prime. And with TF2, when you get the game for free, you get a very limited account. You cannot find hats. Can you find weapons? I don't think you can, but you are limited to a very small selection of you can't find weapons, actually. Yeah, you're limited to a very small backpack size, one that can hold like 100 items. Is it something like that? Should have done my research, but whatever. But you know, TF2's like blurb now, free to play. I mean, you got it here. Let me pull it up. Right here. You got this right here. You know, there's an entire website and a YouTube video dedicated to just, it's free. 92% Metacritic score. I wonder if that's still a thing. Is it still 92? Huh, still is 92. Nice. But, you know, hold on. Free to play FAQ. You're limited to 50 slots. You know, right here. This is actually what I needed. So, your backpack is limited to 50 slots with a free account. So, you know, you're very limited in that case. And with CSGO, you don't really have a backpack. And the backpack that you do have is pretty much infinite, I think. But you won't be hitting it anytime soon when you're new to the game. With TF2, I can say from experience, if you have a free account, you're going to hit that very quickly. Items for standard, for the free game, you know, yeah, you just have standard weapons you can find. That means weapons, stuff like that. And, you know, with premium, which, I mean, granted, you have to spend $2, or I think it's actually just anything, but, you know, whatever. Making any purchase in the Manco store is getting you a premium account, which, you know, isn't much, but for the people who don't have any money, period, you know, that's kind of hard to do, get money. But, you know, another thing, crafting. You have limited blueprints. You know, you can't craft what you want. Trading, limited trading, and you can only receive gifts. You can't give gifts to anyone. So, you know, I don't really, at this point, I see Counter-Strike's free-to-play philosophy a lot better than Counter-Strike, or Counter-Strike's philosophy for free-to-play much better than TF2's. Because for, you know, TF2, you have these restrictions. Well, these, hold on, can I just, whatever. You have those restrictions. And, you know, for Counter-Strike, you know, you're limited for a free, what does a limit to a free account do? You don't have Prime. That's the only restriction that I'm aware of anyway, but, you know. So, you know, and it's not marketed as a big blurb. I mean, you already have another game that does that. So, you know, that's the main thing with that I'm not quite sure of, really. It's not going to be a long episode of Heart of the Fortress, which this is. It's the logo even on here. It's not. Probably should fix that. Anyway, but I'll edit it in post. But, you know, it's not going to be a very long episode because I don't have my guests. But, you know, once I do get my guests, it'll go back to like being an hour long. I mean, today's Thursday. This episode should have come out yesterday. But, you know, whatever. Stuff gets in the way. But, you know, I just want to make this video. It's because this one isn't live. But I want to make this episode dedicated to, like, how much better Counter-Strike's free-to-play thing is better than TF2's. Have a discussion about this in the comments if you want. Whatever. But I feel that, you know, it's much better in Counter-Strike than it is TF2. Because your restrictions on TF2 are much more restrictive, exactly that, than in Counter-Strike's. And it should be the opposite, really. But that's an extremist way of putting it. But, you know, I don't design the games. I just play them. But, you know, that's just all I can really say for this debate. I'm sure I can think of more, but I would need someone else to help me with this. But, you know, if you have anything in the comments, leave it. Leave it in the comments. Please don't, you know, bring it to the dislike button or anything. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this up as a PSA, a 14 minute PSA. So, I will see you all in the next episode of Heart of the Fortress, if you only tune into these. It's been a while, hasn't it? Miss me? But, see you all in the next video, which I'll give you a hint to anyone watching this. I uploaded a video 2 months ago, I'm pretty sure, and it was on Scouts, gimmicks versus pistols. Now imagine that, but with Soldier. I'll leave you to speculate all the rest. Anyway, I hope to see you all then. Fare thee well.